Howdy Partner and welcome back to Donut Like Donut Read. I'm the man with no name, Clemens, and with me is John.
Hello there, down there, normies.
And Julius.
Now let me tell you one thing. I'm gonna get the gold in the mills. I don't know. I've never played Red Dead Redemption. I don't know.
Yeah,
I assume that's what the people in
for
this
all I
game
know,
sound like.
the Red Dead Redemption is about finding the Red Dead. Or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah,
but I don't
that might be it.
But I don't think that we're gonna need to play Red Dead Redemption to understand this, am I right?
Yeah, because this was written in 2013, so there was only Red Dead Redemption 1.
Oh yeah,
And
that'll do it.
This is The Banditos by Nathan the Warrior. The story of three men's epic journey across the USA and Mexico. Based on a real story in Red Dead Redemption. Oh, Red Mission.
Red Mission. Redminton. Red Dead Badminton.
If you think this will be an interesting story about John Marston, you are wrong, because this is probably based on the adventures he had in Red Dead Online.
I mean, that'd do it. That makes sense. It's like calling the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a true story, which actually did happen in. Well, it was actually called an incredible true story in one of the TMNT original VHS advertisements. Crazy, I know.
The Banditos, based on a story that happened in-game. Chapter 1, the story of three men.
Three men erased from history. Three men who stood as the most notorious criminals in the West. This book is written by one of them men. This is the story of the outlaws, the Banditos.
I got nothing. I was trying to put into the rule of threes here, because these three men obviously need three different titles.
The three... They called them the three blind mice.
They were so notorious that there are no records of them.
Yeah. Well, this book is the one record about them.
All except this one.
In the beginning, three strangers met at a bar in Armadillo, all with the intent of a nice drink and gamble.
And the prospect of rolling up into a ball.
Yeah. Like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I was gonna go with the Armadillo, but that works too.
I mean, there's Mighty the Armadillo in Sonic.
Oh, didn't know that.
So this might be based on his life. Yeah, I don't blame you. He was not that often used.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that they were to become the West's most wanted? I feel like this story is telling me, like, it's trying to hype this up, but it's saying the same stuff over and over again. They're so awesome, guys. They're the most notorious criminals. They're the most wanted. They're outlaws. Who would have guessed they would become the West's most wanted?
Yeah, and who would have thought will probably kill an English teacher who watches this video.
They're so wanted that no one wants them anymore. Because we got sick of wanting them.
Young Ryder Wilson was one, born... Young Ryder Wilson was one, born and raised in the dusty town of Armadillo. Full of filthy perverts, drunks, and desperate whores!
I can't think of a
so
good
it's
joke
a it's
on
a
that.
new sentence, so I assume that Ryder Wilson himself was full of filthy perverts, drunks, and desperate whores.
It's like a bunch of tiny people doing a kids in trench coat deal. He's actually a collection.
It's the R-rated. He's three people in a trench coat. Now I was gonna say it's the R-rated version of Osmosis Jones.
Oh God, yes. Some say it's statutory, and I'll say it is. That's actually a line in one of the raps in Osmosis Jones.
Oh God.
Some say it's statutory, but I say it's mandatory. That's literally one of the lines.
God. He made his coin working on a farm just out of town. When his mother died, he kept their house and blew his money on drink and women. One drink and multiple women.
Did you know that if you drink
single
liquid gold, you become immortal? But nobody knows because nobody drinks liquid gold.
If you can get past the molten stuff, tear your insides up, you're good. You're golden.
I mean, good for him that he's only, that he's not drinking that much. Like, he cares for his health. You shouldn't drink too much alcohol. This is why we drink only once in a while.
Don't drink.
Now he sits at the desk, signaling the waiter and holding 3 gold coins in his hand while gripping his glass of whiskey in the other.
Like, hey, check it out.
I don't think of tables at a bar to be desks. Desks sound like kinda work related and not like you're drinking at them.
I guess.
Yeah.
Why is he holding up 3 gold coins? He's saying, hey, waitress, this is my net worth.
Actually, I think he's sitting at the desk to symbolize that drinking to him has become like his job. Like, it doesn't feel like just something he does for fun anymore. It feels like an obligation for him.
I think
that's a beautiful metaphor.
I'm not convinced of that, but either way. So let's move on.
Was off to my day job. I work as the local drunk. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Next there was Ghost Hernandez, a Mexican who spent his time traveling around the Western Plains, escaping his dreaded past in Mexico.
That's the correct there because he belongs to the free man.
Oh yeah.
It was their Ghost Hernandez.
My very own Ghost Hernandez.
Hey, did you get your Ghost Hernandez trading cards? I did. I got mine now.
He longed to see his beautiful wife again, but dares never to return to his old house on the Mexican land, just in case he sees the mess he made. Also, that's the problem. It's that they didn't clean up after him.
The problem was that he left his house a mess, and he doesn't want to hear it from his wife.
Yeah.
It's like, and I also love it's like I had to leave my Mexican past and my Mexican land and leave behind my Mexican wife with her Mexican dish.
My beautiful Mexican wife and my beautiful Mexican house.
My personality is that I'm Mexican.
I'm from the land of the yellow tint.
I am Speedy Gonzales, the most Mexican mouse in all of Mexico.
He parked his horse outside the tavern and now lights up a cigarette, sitting at a table with his hat covering his face.
As in all of his face. He's wearing hats wrong.
Then there's me, an old man with a kick still in him. Oh, should I switch to my old man voice?
Oh god, if you can do it for the whole story, yes, but if
a
not,
life
no.
of danger and excitement. Nothing interesting. Of course, all of my family think I'm dead. I might as well be. I travel far and wide. Go on.
It's the notorious me.
Yeah.
We don't have a name for this guy yet, so I assume he's me.
I travel far and wide, making my money through errands and bounty hunting, but now I sit in an old tavern with a glass of tonic and grunting. Rubbing my grey and black mustache.
I truly need a tonic and grunting in these days. I love that. It's my favorite drink.
Yeah, that's tonic and grunting. That's a really old-fashioned drink. I looked around the area and spotted the Mexican stranger being hassled by some goons.
I am Mexican Gonzales, the most Mexican in all of Mexico. We get it. You're Mexican.
You've seen that new hentai? Okay, no. that joke is kind of overdone by now. It was the man I would soon know. Ghost.
The Mexican.
Yes, spoil everything already. Yeah, wait, what nationality does he have again? What's his ethnicity again?
I can't remember for the life of me. Gonzales, what are your thoughts on it?
He was like Colombian, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was a part of the Colombian trade, I think.
He had dusty grey leather boots on and a faded green poncho resting on his torso. still with his leather hat covering his face.
His Mexican leather hat.
Mexican, show us your damn face. You look suspicious.
Oh, that voice is great.
I mean, he's the bucktooth hustling idiot. Is that the bucktooth hustling idiot?
Shuffling
What if it's all... Because this is the Wild West, so maybe the bucktooth hustling idiot is an ancestor of a young, bad 17-year-old teenager.
Yeah, I was also gonna make that comparison. Ghost simply shook his head and crossed his arms.
You deaf Mexico man, take your fucking head off.
We get it, he's Mexican.
The man... Wait, what?
We get it, he's
I
fucking...
thought he was like Venezuelan.
What are you talking about?
The man called again.
What are you talking about? He's Chinese.
Oh no, it's he's Luigi's Chinese cowboy impression. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey Mario! No, Luigi, don't do it! The man called again with a slightly more alarming tone.
Does he want to alert the ghost, who might be Mexican, might be not, that there's a fire, or why is his tone alarming?
Yeah, seriously, man, you need to get out of here.
Alarm, there's a Mexican here.
Ghost shook his head again and raised his hand. You know, this might be kind of a nitpick, but I really don't like that the first-person narrator is already using the name Ghost here when he hasn't properly met him yet.
I gotcha,
like, yeah. I don't know. It feels like it takes out of the suspense. It takes some of the suspense out of it. I don't know why I said suspense.
You're good.
Yeah, it's a weird choice. Ghost shook his head again and raised his hand, going to grip his mug. That's also a weird choice. Like, you know what he's gonna do. I mean, just say he looked like, or say he moved his hand towards the mug as if to grip it. But this way, it sounds like the narrator literally knows what he's about to do. Is this a first-person omniscient narrator? Have we encountered a first-person omniscient narrator in the wild?
Yeah, maybe. We need to gather more evidence.
Oh, like it's like Spider-Man Scooby-Doo crossover. The omniscient narrator that became a character.
Maybe this is the same guy. Maybe Scooby-Doo is also gonna show up right now. But then a swift hand slapped him away from the glass. It was the Hassler.
Oh no, the Hassler. He goes around hassling.
The guy who you would already have expected it to be. I don't know why I worded it like it was like some new person coming on the scene. It's just the guy he was already talking with.
That down there is a Hassler. He goes around hassling people that just want to get a damn drink down these parts.
Ghost sniffed up and looked to the man. The man seemed pleased and smiled stupidly with an idiotic grin on his face.
What do you mean sniffed up? As in, like, as he's sniffing his nose, is he, like, tilting his head up in time with the sniffs? What?
It sure smells like bitch in here. It smells like bucktooth hassling idiot in here. The man... Now you show your face, you dumb shit.
Not one, not three.
Not one, not three. The man tried to finish off, but before his could, Ghost smashed his mug over the top of man's head, sending him to the floor as glass shattered off. The bar descended into chaos and everyone broke out into a bar fight.
I can tell how the writer got more excited and made more errors during this sentence.
Yeah.
He shattered the mug over
also,
all top.
Was it a glass or was it a mug?
A glass mug.
I guess, yeah.
It's very expensive.
The man's obese friend.
I don't think that's how you spell obese. I don't think it is.
What?
Oh no, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, okay, it's okay.
Yeah, you know how the doctor told me I'm obviously a beast.
Yeah.
I'm morbidly obese.
The man's obese friends swung their fists at Ghost, but they were blocked and Ghost slammed his elbow into their face. Into all of their faces at once, I guess. Or it's one obese
You see,
friend
the ghost
and
has the
they go by they, them.
The ghost has the power to... Obviously, the ghost has the power to inflict all of mankind with damage at once. I mean, he swung his mug over man's head, as in all of humanity's head.
Yeah, he has an attack radius. He sends out like a shockwave.
Yeah, it's
with his elbow that hits like everyone with him in a certain radius.
Yeah, he's using his Norwegian powers.
Oh yeah, forgot that Ghost was Norwegian. I wouldn't have forgot if they said his nationality a bit more often, I feel like.
We don't know his nationality though. That's the issue.
To be fair, the narrator hasn't mentioned his nationality for at least one paragraph by now, so we should get him. We are a bit... I mean, we're exaggerating here. That's what we do usually.
It's fine.
But what? I come to DLDR for objective reviews. Unsubscribed.
They fell back one by one and Ghost began fighting with some other people.
Yeah, with some innocent bystanders.
Yeah, time to beat up innocent bystanders.
Yeah,
oh,
no. He stood kinda close to an obese man and an innocent bystander. He hit the melee button and he targeted the innocent person by mistake. It happens.
No one can top his Australian kung fu. No one, I tell you.
I was approached by a drunk man who was swinging his fists. That's one way to put it. I was approached by a drunkard who wanted to beat me up.
Just swing his fist in a circle. Leave him alone.
I was approached by a man. He kindly asked me if he could beat me up. He went to attack me, but I stood up from my chair and picked it up and slammed it off of the drunk's head.
Sorry, he went to attack.
Off.
He went to attack me, but stood up from my chair. So the drunk was about to attack him, and then stood up from main guy's chair.
Yeah,
the drunk.
Yeah, those drunk people teleporting. Those drunkards literally occupying my space. Literally clipping into me while I'm still sitting on the chair. Snapping the chair legs off and sending the man onto the floor. I was now on my toes, sending down man after man, like punching them in the face.
Like a dancer.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
He was practicing some Swan Lake on their asses.
Was he a dancer or was he a person? That's the real question here.
That's the question we all want to understand.
Yeah, one of the persons that Ghost is beating up is just going, "Why me?
Why am I so damn hittable?
Wrapped in black, too strong."
And then the speeding truck of Chili just came by.
They crash into the bar with the...
Mia comes in with a gun and goes, "Freeze everyone, I'm gonna kill all of you because I wanna be the only girl in town with straight A's. So I'll get you smarticle particles out of the way."
Everyone threw their tests at Ghost.
Oh, come on. Please save us, Eskimo man.
I got hit from behind and I fell on my face in pain. I gripped the wet, dirty bar floor, watching glasses, tables and chairs fly past. I spotted young Ryder Wilson being dragged off of his stool and thrown to the ground before I could watch him...
While I was staring at the floor, mind you.
Yeah. Before I could watch him being beaten, I was pulled to my feet and rapidly punched in the face. Why are they beating this guy up who had nothing to do with the initial situation?
He's a dancer. They're not human.
It's a bar fight. Everybody is hitting everyone.
Yeah, that's how it works. There's a group of people fighting, and of course the bystanders just start beating the other bystanders up.
Yeah, because that's why the police doesn't like bystanders, because bystanders soon become guilty.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I took every punch and bust open my lip and nose. The man threw me off onto a table where men were kicking and punching.
What is kicking and punching? How and why? Why?
They were just kicking and punching the air, I guess.
Like they're practicing for their fighting game tournament to get their.
They're already practicing for the next bar fight.
They're practicing so they can get the redemption from the Red Dead.
They're practicing for the big bar fight competition that's coming up.
Oh, of course. Silly me.
I shaked my head and raised myself from the table. I got myself outside where the fighting was still going on. What?
Jesus Christ. Did somebody enter the insanity cheat where every NPC goes fucking nuts?
Oh god.
I guess, yeah.
They gotta like, they're like, oh no, we gotta kill this Korean man.
Ghost was facing 4 men on his own, so I headed over and planted my fist into the back of one of their heads. Ghost then began beating in one of them, and so did I.
Ghost went into him and beats him from the inside.
I gotta go deep in there and just Ant-Man's his way into them.
Back to Fazler's inside story. Soon we took down all of them and stood exhausted and nodded to each other.
Meanwhile, young, whatever his name is, like, somebody help me!
Thank you, my friend.
Said Ghost whilst heavily breathing and grunting. The fight was still on. Okay. Ryder came stumbling out of the swinging doors with the man in his grasp. He sent 3 punches to the man's face and then threw him onto the dusty road of Armadillo.
They sent it. He had to send it with it was snail mail, unfortunately. It took 3 to 4 weeks to get in the punches there.
Also, Armadillo is not capitalized, so it's not the town's name in this case. There's no literal armadillo. Actually, the armadillo owns the road.
The armadillo is the road. People are wondering what the Red Dead is. The Red Dead is the armadillo of the world. That is the world.
They built the road out of armadillos. It's not even practical. Why would you do that? He sighed and made his way over to us, nodding.
Yee-haw! I'm gonna just a stereotype. Hooray! Who good damn bar fight at them there, boys.
Chuckled Ryder. He was always a joker.
Even I had 2 seconds of knowing him.
I guess the narrator could have already known Ryder. I think he's not new in town. I'm not sure he was literally... That's the thing we don't know, because he was, like, literally mentioned in 1 sentence. He wasn't really established.
I mean, for all we know, all we know about these guys, really, is that this Canadian man is good at hitting everything. The main character is just there, and Ryder was also there, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunately what happened to Ryder when he went to the real world by accident. Now he gets into bar fights.
Oh god, it is Ryder. The creepypasta isn't over.
Yeah, not 1 or 3, I said whilst holding my gut.
We better leave before the law, man, come.
Stated Ghost. Me and Ryder nodded and we ran for a stagecoach nearby. Ghost drew a gun on the owner, signaling him to leave.
And they're leaving his goddamn horse there.
Yeah, who cares about the horse? It was,
Yeah, you can just,
anyway.
they flee the scene and they go 2 towns away when they whistle and the horse comes up, because it's Red Dead Online.
The main character,
yeah,
the horse will just respawn there, of course.
They play the ocarina, they play Pona's song when it comes to them. The man hopped off straight away, and as he came off, we hopped on. Ghost took the front, and me and Ryder stayed in the cabin. We rode off into the distance onto our new life.
Onto.
Hey, Italian man I never met before. We've been in 1 bar fight together, if you can call it together. We were I was just incidentally in this bar when this fight broke out. Wanna start a new life? Somewhere?
And then Ryder was like, you gotta help me, I gotta get back to my dog dimension.
Yeah. We've just been speedrunning all of this. It's like the setup is there, but you're like rushing through it. You don't want to have like one dialogue where they at least get to know their respective names first. Like, I don't think Ghost had told them his name yet.
All we really know about him is that he's Antarctican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike no, actually, let's not make that joke.
Okay, chapter 2, big plans.
Oh, hooray.
The moon looked over onto the western plains, observing the carriage I sat in. We had made our way out of Armadillo and headed out to Plainview next to the San Luis River. We pulled up and hopped out. Ghost had his hands on his hips, looking at his home country of Mexico.
No way, he's Mexican?
So they just... Wait, were they already, like, right at the border?
Yeah, they're gonna go get the...
I guess they had to...
They're gonna go find the Red Dead in Mexico.
Nah, there can be no Red Death in Mexico, because everything is yellow in Mexico, as we all know.
Oh, silly me.
Looking at his home country of Mexico and then turning away and kneeling down, making our fire.
What did the ghost do,
Right,
actually?
Johns.
What was his crime? Was that really it?
Who cares?
He made a mess in Mexico and doesn't want to see it.
Yeah, backstories are hard. Yeah, he literally made a mess. He illegally dumped his trash at the local road.
Yeah, you know that hiring a cleaning crew is expensive, but just leaving your home behind is free.
Yeah. Ryder yawned loudly, stretching his arms. He sat himself down on the clear ground next to the now burning fire. I pulled my weapon from its holster, resting it beside me. I rubbed my hands together and held them in front of the fire, staring into the deep orange flames.
Who are you? That's it. All they did was like, let's go start a band, whatever the heck, and then we just don't know who the hell anyone else is.
Yeah. I mean, today it's let's make a podcast together, or I guess let's make a YouTube channel together where we riff fanfics. Back then it was like, I don't know, let's form a gang. Let's become a band of bandits.
And yeah, we're gonna become a band of bandits singing our famous German songs.
like the Bremerton musicians.
Yeah, exactly.
Life is like a Dingo Pictures movie.
Of course.
Back in Mexico, I made a big mess. Now I go to Texas. It's going to put me to the test.
I made some Mexican wife, I make the Mexican laugh. Well, what now? My
Ryder said.
You're good.
Ryder said shakily.
We should part our ways, go back to where we came from and do what we wish to.
I'm gonna start a band.
I guess
I changed my mind. I think I can face my mess now because the bar fight really awakened something in me.
Of course.
Suggested Ghost. I shook my head. None of us have a place to go, apparently. I mean, I don't know my backstory anymore. Have I even really told my backstory?
I mean, I got a house. We can.
Who the fuck is even Ryder? We don't know anything about Ryder except that he's young and he's supposedly a jokester.
I got 3 coins. That's my net worth. Also, I got a house.
I spent all my 3 coins on drinks and hookers. I have no place to go anymore.
On drink and hookers. There's only one drink.
Yeah, 1 drink and hookers. To be fair, it was 1 bucket of beer.
Oh, no, I get it. It's like he drank his gold. It's like, hey, can you... That's why he was holding on to 3 coins. He was asking the waiter to put it into a drink.
Yeah. Me and the hookers drank sangria from 1 big bucket with straws like the drunk people do in Mallorca. That's why it was 1 drink, technically.
It was the greatest drink of our lives.
We return to Armadillo and take down their bank, so we have enough money to buy ourselves some land.
What? But I already have a house. I literally already have a house. We could just go there.
Yeah, but it's a mess.
No, that's your house.
We can buy a new house and make a new mess. Then we have a meaning, a hope of survival.
What?
I know so little about you, is that? Oh, I don't know. I guess this isn't exactly like Love Isn't Freezing, where it was like, you don't need to build shelter, just go back to the lodge. Here it's like, I guess that could be true. It's kind of weird that we didn't hear anything about it, like we have barely established anything. I replied, Ghost and Ryder nodded their heads.
Well, what about the bullets and supplies to get that bank?
I have a revolver, but I don't have any bullets with it, unfortunately.
It's a safety blanket of sorts. It's the best bluff of my life. Bluff killed my family though. That's why they don't talk to me anymore. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
As Ghost.
Easy, guys. That's a joke. It's easy. That's a joke.
Said Ryder.
I know a place where dynamite is used all the time. We can get there some bullets too, because everyone knows bullets are sure where the dynamite is.
Yeah, the quarry that uses the diamond, the dynamite also notoriously uses bullets.
How do you think they set off a dynamite?
To shoot the stones.
How do you think they set up a dynamite with the bullets? It's genius.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't say quarry. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows what that place is where they use dynamite, and also they have a lot of bullets. A lot of spare bullets. Yeah, me and Ghost nodded our heads, I mean.
Where is this place?
Said Ghost.
Just up the road. The mine. The clam mine.
Okay, never mind. So they have a lot of bullets in the mine, apparently. I guess they need to shoot all the zombies and creepers.
They gotta shoot the clams. They got their good clam meat.
Yeah, that's where you get the... that's where I get the prairie oyster. True story.
That's where Jack Frost got his fame from his clam mine company.
Replied Ryder. The mine? I'm guessing you know a miner then? I asked.
Well, yeah, of course. Whoopee cushion. This guy really is much of a jokester.
I can't believe that someone would know a miner.
I can't believe someone would...
Crazy.
I can't believe someone would know someone under 18. That's crazy.
Like, I really like how... you know a miner? Like you'd say, oh, you know a celebrity?
Miners were the celebrities of the West.
I guess, yeah. That's why they made that whole game about them. Ryder replied, well, before we get out heads down and get to the mine in the morning, we better earn each other's trust and introduce ourselves. Not 1 or 3. So you did not introduce yourselves yet. What? Literally what? You decided you want to rob a bank and start a new life before you introduced yourselves to each other?
It's just what you do on the Armadillo.
Up to now, I'd assumed they just did it off screen, but apparently not. It's just, oh, hey, random person I met at a bar fight.
Let's rob a bank.
We need to rob a bank now if we want to survive.
If we want to have hope for the future on this...
Even though I don't know what your living situation was to begin with. But it's also your only way to live.
I have hope. On this goddamn armadillo, we will find the Red Dead, I promise you.
I've had it with these armadillos on this bother effing road. I said...
Name's Rodder.
Said Ryder, so you didn't even know each other's names.
I made a fart joke. It's funny, because I'm a jokester.
Ghost.
Stated ghost?
The man of every race.
Man, this is just...
We're not done.
knowing others' names, but...
Maybe we're not done yet.
Ghost Rider, my name's Hooch. I replied.
Oh, we gotta get near something that good, Hooch. You know what I'm saying? That's his name?
Oh no. That old Hoochie, if you know what I'm saying. I replied. We all nodded to each other and smiled. That's how you introduce yourself. So you state your name and then you just nod and smile.
Of course.
So
yeah.
How did that earn each other's trust?
By nodding,
I mean,
of course.
once you know somebody's name, you know you can trust them. Just nodding and smiling, I like that. It's really Fantasy Island coded. Gotta say.
Okay, before we rob this bank, do you know how tides work?
Hooch goes, we're gonna become...
understand!
Hooch goes, we're gonna be fathers!
I mean, they already got the ghost. Is one of them a cloud, perhaps?
What do you think that Ryder is riding on? A cloud! That's why they call him Ryder.
Let's get some rest. Big morning!
Big morning!
I said... Big morning. I said, laying my head on a sack of sand. The other two did the same, and we slept until morning.
Why is there just a sack of sand in the middle of the desert? I get that there's sand in the desert, but why a sack?
I guess they took it... No, how would they have took it with them? They went from the bar fight immediately outside of the city, so who knows?
Maybe it was in the coachway store?
Yeah, let's go with that. The other two did the same, and we slept until morning. The sun shone on my face. Is that actually how you... Is that the past form of shining?
Yeah, shone. That is the past tone.
Okay.
Past tense. Or current tense.
Okay.
Or, yeah, whatever that. No, past tense, yes.
I rubbed my eyes and propped myself up, tapping Ryder and Ghost, waking them. We instantly readied our guns and rode off to the mine.
So, like, Ghost and Ryder were sleeping right. They got tapped. They had guns ready to go.
Yeah. We stopped in front of the mine site and watched as all the dirty, toothless miners glared at us.
I think this... no wonder that his family thinks he's dead. This guy's an asshole. He assumes everyone is a bunch of whores with no teeth.
Fuck those poor people. Unlike me, I'm one of the good poor people. Because I don't work for the little money I have. All three of us exited from the stagecoach and approached the front of the mine where the workers all stood in a pack.
So the plan is you steal from a bank. So they have to steal from the miners.
Yeah, they need to get the dynamite and the ammo of the miners because they shoot the stones.
Yeah. No, we established that they shoot the creepers and zombies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because if the creeper blows up and there was, like, diamonds nearby, then they're gonna be gone. You can't mine them anymore, so you gotta shoot the creeper first.
Oh yeah, silly me.
Just to be sure. That's how it was back then in the Wild West.
It was wild, I tell you. What you want?
Shouted one of the skinny miners.
Hey, where's Petey? With like, I'm a jokester.
Yeah, I like how this jokester actually hasn't made to one single joke yet. Ryder shouted back, "A dirty man with a beard pushed his way out of the pack to the
You're
front."
going to talk. You're the one that stepped on a sack of sand.
Yeah. It's different when I'm dirty, okay?
Ryder, the fuck do you want?
What the fuck is it?
You fucking want. Hey,
Is that Petey?
any chance we can land some of that TNT and bullets y'all store down there?
Why do they store bullets down there? Seriously?
Wait, no, hang on. They asked if we could. Ryder asked if we, as the three of us, could lend some of the TNT and dynamite we have to them.
Oh yeah. Also, I like the idea of borrowing TNT and bullets, which are notably one use.
Well, then again, people come over to borrow a cup of sugar every so often, so sometimes you gotta go over there and borrow some bullets, you know?
Yeah, I guess they don't have to necessarily use all of it. It's just so much TNT down there. We're not gonna need all of that. We're gonna return the rest that we didn't use.
Oh, of course, yeah.
What? No, fuck off, Ryder.
Shouted Petey.
Stop fucking around. I'm a jokester. We just wanted a little. I'm a jokester.
Come on, stop horsing around.
Stop lying to me.
Exclaimed Ryder with an angry expression.
Fuck you, Ryder.
Well, fuck you, Luigi. Shouted Petey. Instantly, the miners come charging at us like buffaloes, screaming and shouting, some swinging metal bars in the air.
I think they call them crowbars.
Oh yeah, Gordon Freeman style. Just like Mindy Garvin would have wanted.
Of course.
Me, Ryder, and Ghost faced each other and nodded. Oh yeah, that's right, Ghostface. For some reason I thought he was called Ghostface for a second. I thought he was I guess I mixed up Ghost with Ghost-Faced Killer.
You're good.
This is melting my brain. Then we all unholstered our pistol and aimed at the miners.
So you three have one pistol and you share it.
We gonna waste bullets to get the other bullets. Something about that logic is logicking, I think, but whatever. Clicking back the gun and opening a rain of bullets onto the savages, yeah. I think there's a slight, logic hole in your plan there.
Oh, and also some really nice imperialist undertones of calling your enemies savages.
Oh, yes. That's no wonder why Hooch is just on the Armadillo now.
Yeah, they're savages for not giving us their stuff so we can rob a bank. Like civilized people. They dropped to the floor one by one in a bloody outburst.
What?
Blood splurted from their chest as they wobbled and fell to the floor. They wobbled. Their dead bodies stacked on top of each other as we ran, loading up our weapons and heading into the mine.
So they shoot two miners when they shoot a third miner, and the third miner stumbles around until he falls on top of the other two miners.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're just committing genocide on these poor miners.
Hooray, we killed the only industry this region had. We rushed inside, guns pointing forward, our fingers on the trigger. Some miners rushed across the small, compacted tunnel, firing bullets at us. We ducked our heads and took over behind some crates. I popped my head out the top and fired at one of their heads, hitting them in the forehead, sending a slash of blood fly off his face.
You can really tell that he gets excited doing the fight scenes.
Of his face.
Brain off, writing fingers on.
Ghost took the other and we ran down the tunnel, still wielding our guns.
We have more guns now. Hooray! We have more than the one.
Five miners were stood at the bottom of the cave next to a minecart. They were aiming their guns at us and firing rapidly. I dodged some of the bullets and ran behind a minecart. I heard the bullets ping on the solid metal as I held my head, because of course the miners kept shooting when I was out of view.
Yeah, and he dodged some of the bullets. I guess the other bullets hit him.
I was bleeding and crying and pissing and shit. I don't know. I'm just tired as hell. Let's get going.
Ghost took down a man, sending 3 shots to his chest. I then popped out of cover and shot a miner in his leg, making him lean over and drop his gun. Then Ryder shot the man in the side of his head, sending him down to the floor in an instant. 3 men left. We all looked at each other and made a plan. I signaled
commit genocide.
To Ghost.
Hooray.
I signaled to Ghost to get himself behind this minecart. He swiftly ran across and slid behind it.
Why is minecart capitalized? I'm realizing now. Every time.
It's the diamond minecart. It's someone from the diamond minecart's extended family. That's why he has the last name minecart. I don't know. I then looked to Ryder and told him to hop in a minecart. I then pulled myself over into the minecart that Ghost was behind. We waited until the miners were confused. It took some time for them to get confused, I guess.
It's late an hour. And they're like, what the fuck? Why aren't they killing us anymore?
Yeah, they charged into the mine with no plan, and then when only 3 guys are left, okay, let's get tactical.
Yeah.
It's like ninjas. Like 50 ninjas are just a swarm, but one ninja is a trained killer.
Yeah. Miners,
you see, they aren't human. As a collective, they're dumb, but concentrated, they are some of the most efficient killers of the galaxy. Oh, I'm sorry, of the Armadillo.
We waited until the miners were confused and then pushed ourselves down the mine on the minecarts. We flew down to the bottom with speed and unholstered, fired rapidly at the men, pumping bullets into them and making them fly backwards. Who are the people you're shooting at?
I can't keep track
Are they following you and you're shooting at them, or are there people at the end of the track and you're shooting them?
I can't keep track of what's going on anymore.
I think the author got a little bit too excited and left out a sentence or two.
Yeah. It feels so rushed, man. I shot and shot until all my bullets were out. Hooray! We ran out of bullets, trying to get bullets!
That's amazing.
Let's hope the bullets that are down there will be enough to replace the bullets we wasted genociding these miners. We looked down and all the bodies were on the floor, covered in blood and as stiff as a rock.
Oh my.
Let's just say those miners hit the floor.
But their bodies hit the floor. And so I said...
Let the miners hit the floor.
And so I said, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh shit, it's the machine.
Oh, so this is the filler chapter where they kill all the miners, and next up is the plot chapter where they sit around the fire.
So we got...
Wow, Ghost, I never thought of you having feelings like this.
Fuck yeah! Fuck all you fucking motherfucking miners you think y'all are, huh? Aha! Eat my bullets, motherfuckers! I'm a motherfucking jokester, motherfuckers!
That's what they call the killing joke, I guess.
Killing joke.
You wanna know how I got these scars? Well, I used to work as a miner. And one day, these 3 guys came in. They were really mad when they didn't get their TNT.
You wanna
Shouted Ryder as he gripped onto the minecart full of TNT and bullets.
You wanna know how I got these scars, Batman? Fuck! Yes, exactly.
Man, why is that? Why are the bullets just in some minecart? Shut up, Ryder! You told us you knew that guy, and now we're covered in shit and just get it out with our lives!
Oh no, the miner shot shit at them!
Angrily? God fucking damn it! I didn't even want to kill these people, man!
I didn't
Ryder shrugged and we left the mine with the cards.
I didn't choose genocide. Genocide chose me.
Status complete. This is how the author chose to end the story.
What a fucking waste of time, I tell you.
Yeah. Published on the 10th of February 2013 and updated on the 11th, so by the 12th of February he already lost interest.
Yeah, you know, I guess we don't need to see the bank robbery or the actual journey across the land.
Yeah, we don't want to see Ghost reunited with his wife.
We don't want to see his Mexican kids with his Norwegian wife or his Antarctican house.
His Kyrgyzstan dog.
And his leather hats or his leather pants.
Yeah, and no reviews because literally nobody besides us cared about the story.
No one, yeah.
Yeah, so leave it that way, otherwise Ryder will come to you and shoot 100,000 bullets into you on his quest to find new bullets.
I'm gonna make bad jokes and just say fuck, and call it a stand-up comedy routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as always, we have a request form link below, right next to our Tumblr and Discord, also in the description.
And remember, if you do not like, then do not read.
Bye, partner.
Bye.
Bye.